Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. Ma'at hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, 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 dear family. We are so pleased that you have joined us today. Indeed, even on this, white supremacist holiday. It's what these people calling it. But you have the power, beloved family, to undo anything that they do. Somebody talk black to me, or we're holding court today. But before we get ready to get into our topic today, of course, I posted this a few hours ago, and I posted this earlier today on my Instagram page about how, y'all look at who it is. Bill Burr. He was on Saturday Night Live, and he's under fire for calling his own women the B word. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing as you come in. Like and share, beloved. Like and share as you come in. Also, I want you to know, dear family, that you can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Somebody talk black to me. We want you to receive notification of that on your phone whenever they send those notifications out on the phone, okay? Also, I want you to know that I'm typically here weekdays around 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And I want you to know that you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Thank you so very much. So glad that you have joined us today for your daily war briefing. And this is going to be a succinct one as well. I've been doing several shows where I've been keeping them. I've had other little things to do, so I've been really trying to be mindful of that so I can take care of other business. But I just want to get right on to the point today. Beloved, thank you so much. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Now, I want to get ready to pull up for you the actual audio here of this white comedian that was just on Saturday Night Live. Just on Saturday Night Live, discussing what I consider to be very important and pertinent information. Somebody talk black to me. Hey, Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com. Instagram, get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com because I'll need to use this device. By the way, family, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Thank you so very much. Now, let me just say this. I really, his intro that this Bill Barr, how many of y'all even know who this Bill Barr fella is? This Bill Barr fella. Now, I really don't care too much for the rest of what he talked about. That's not really the point here. We want to talk about what's relevant to us in his intro that he did on Saturday Night Live. Somebody talk black to me. And I want to connect that to some of the things that we're seeing in our world today during this holy uprising. We understand that we are engaged and involved in a white supremacist, a war with the white supremacists. They have a war against black people. Somebody talk black to me. It's not because we have initiated war against them. It's because since before they even came to this part of the world, that our ancestors already knew knew about so well, that they have continued in an unrelenting fashion to come against the Black woman and the Black man in America. All right, Instagram, come on over to flynewbqueentv.com. I need to use this device. But I want to highlight an important truth. The reason why this is important is not just because a white man said it, God, today. That's why it's so shocking, because it's not often that they tell the truth. Somebody talk Black to me. Somebody talk Black to me. Now, it's the fact that it was a large platform, and the timing and what he said, the truthful part of what he said, was important. But he amened, he confirmed what I have been saying for a long time now. Instagram, see you at flynewbqueentv.com. So, I'm going to read you a little bit about what he said, and then I want you to listen to just a little bit of the audio clip here, okay? As I'm preparing to do that, and I finished posting this, thank you for your kind compliments, beloved. Thank you so much. As I'm preparing to pull this up and read to you exactly what he said, I want you to keep in mind, especially if you have children, that this little clip is explicit, obviously, because he's using the B word. And so I just want you to be aware of that. So if you have children, use this time to, prepare and do whatever you need to do for that. And also be sure to like, be sure to share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thank you so very much. All right, family. I always like to appreciate you doing that. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. By the way, if you're watching us on one of our other platforms, please be sure to like. Please be sure to share. And to follow us there. Thank you so very much. Shout out to those of you that are giving. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. I also want you to know that throughout this broadcast, you're going to see important links in our chat that might be useful to you in the near future. So please make sure that you check those out, okay? Be sure to check those out, okay? Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Thank you so very much. I don't know who needs to hear this. This has nothing to do directly with our show, but I don't know who needs to hear this. But if you're going to be an original, are y'all ready for this? This is just a word of inspiration for somebody, God, today. If you're going to be an original, I'm just going to put this out here. Get ready to be copied. Did y'all hear what I have to say? That's for somebody today. If you are an original and you're operating in your unique assignment and you endeavor to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Yes, original and unique, get ready to be copied. Get ready for certain people to try to usurp you and what you're trying to do. Somebody talk Black to me. But just know that nobody can take from, steal from you and what you have been called to do. Did y'all hear what I said? I just thought I would just put that out there today. Let me help some of y'all today. I don't know who needs to hear that. If you're going to be an original, just get ready to be copied. People play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Shout out to you, HP Lemuel, for your $50 gift. Keep bringing the fire. Thank you. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. And one of my beautiful supporters sent me this beautiful mug. Black Queen Vicky. Y'all see all the nutritional facts? Melanin dripping 1,000%. Beauty 1,000%. Intelligence 1,000%. Strength 1,000%. Queen things 1,000. Magic 1,000. Cares given 0. Somebody talk black to me. This was amongst many other gifts that was in this package that I received sometime back. But anyway, I decided to drink out of it today. But I want you to know that you can receive other similar things to this at shopfnq.com. Not this exact one, but you can receive all kinds of other apparel at our store at shopfnq.com. I just love that. And I'm so very grateful. I just want you to know very quickly that the thoughts and opinions that are expressed by me on this network are those of my own and not necessarily those of FlyNewBeQueenTV.com or our affiliates. I always like to say that. And let me get on with the disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit or educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. By the way, fam, the reason why I tell you to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Zilla is because I'm posting all kinds of things there, and mostly on a daily basis. And in advance of the shows that I do, a lot of times I post there. Sometimes I don't, but a lot of times I post there, as well as Twitter at Dillard Vicky. I'm always tweeting stuff out, and that tends to give folk an idea of where I might be going and topics that I may be discussing as well. Somebody talk black to me, so you all knew in advance that I had planned on having this discussion today, and I thank you so much for your presence. Now let's get on to it. I'm reading from Vanity Fair. And the title of this Vanity Fair article, y'all, is SNL, which is, of course, stands for Saturday Night Live. Why Bill Burrs, excuse me, I saw Bar, they about all the same, all in white supremacists with the name Bills and Bars and all that. But anyway, why Bill Burrs' shocking white women joke worked. This is Bill Burr, for those of you that may or may not know who he is. And for those of you that know who his wife is and what color his wife is, I get it. But I don't want us to miss the biggest part. I want us to take from this. We're in a war against white supremacy. So I don't want us to miss an opportunity to highlight and to exploit in our favor. Somebody talk black to me. What ought to be highlighted, what ought to be discussed. So I don't want us to get distracted with anybody that's a member of the League of Mammies or what some of you guys call bed wenching and all that kind of stuff. The prominent thing, what's getting the most traction right now, what black folk need to latch hold of today, is this statement that he made about his own women. Very, very powerful. And when I first heard about what he said, which I'm getting ready to read for you, I immediately wondered, does he watch the Vicky show? Did y'all hear what I said? I said, I immediately wondered, does he watch the Vicky show? Now I'm going to skip through this article because it was pretty lengthy, but watch this. Okay, here we go. Let me get to the most important parts. It says the joke Burr made. Actually, I'm going to let you listen to it for yourself first. I'm going to let you listen to it first. Here we go. I'm not going to let you listen to the whole intro that he did, but I'm going to let you listen to the main part that matters to us. Are y'all ready? Again, if you have children, beware. Shout out to my dear sister, Kim. I love me some Kim. That's my sister. She said they all watch the Vicky show. Okay. I hear you, beloved. Now watch this. Somebody said maybe his wife does. Don't miss the point. His wife wasn't up there giving the intro. God, today. I'm going to need my people. Let my people think today. Let my people think. Let my people think. Let my people think. Y'all ready? Let me get the volume up.
Where's the camera? The nerve.
This is, I'm not going to let you listen to, again, the whole part of it, but listen to the audio. And while you're listening to the audio, this is Bill Burr, a comedian that was on Saturday Night Live recently. Y'all listen. While you keep hitting that like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I'm keeping it. Here we go.
Trash and white guys. The nerve. Where's the camera? The nerve of you white women. Listen.
He said that kind of, they laughing over. Did you hear what he said? He said the nerve of what kind of women? Shout out to my sister Tiny. She said, how many of us got Vicky on our big screen TV now? Me. Bless you. So he's talking about white women. He specifically said that. Listen closely though, y'all.
Trash and white guys. The nerve. Where's the camera? The nerve of you white women. Listen, I don't want to speak ill of my bitches here, okay? I don't. Well, let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money, and occasionally when you wanted to sneak off and hook up with a black dude, if you got caught, you said it wasn't consensual.
My God!
Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did. So why don't you shut up, sit down next to me, and take your talking to?
Okay, that's it. That's what we need to. Somebody talk black to me today. Somebody talk black to me. Does he watch the Vicky show? Now you know I'm too classy to call somebody the B word. Somebody talk black to me. Y'all know I'm too classy to turn around and call somebody the B word, right? But I'm gonna, again, we're not gonna be here all day. I know some of y'all want to enjoy your white supremacist holiday. Somebody talk black to me. I didn't say it. I did not call anybody out of their name, but I'm scared you might have missed what he said in that brief clip. Very quickly, family. Now, I want you all to be aware that we're not here to disrespect anybody's or family just for the comment sections, family. We can keep it classy for the algorithm's sake. He's making the point, so we don't necessarily need to say it. But listen to the other historical. See, this is a history. This is a history podcast today. We're talking about the history of it all. We need to pay attention to how this is relevant in real time. Somebody talk black to me because I said so, sis. Oh, thank you, sis. Empress, that is certainly Vicky verbiage. Yes, ma'am. Did y'all hear that? I'm here to talk about American history. We don't have to call nobody out their name, family. But I'm going to let him do it. Today, somebody talk black to me. So y'all just keep it classy for us in the chat and just he's talking. And I want you to listen closely to some of the things that he says. Again.
Let's just shut up. Trash and white guys. The nerve. Where's it?
First of all, the part where it's cut off right there, he's talking about white women that have the nerve to trash white guys. Shout out to you, Kim. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Sis about to set fire, y'all. She lightening that match. Thank you, sis. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. She know me too well. I'm trying to keep it together, queen. Y'all listen. Watch this. So he starts this part by saying to white women, telling them what nerve they have to attack white men, right? That's what he's saying here. He's saying, okay, white women are coming out of here trashing white men and stuff. And so he's saying the nerve of you white women to come out of here like this and start trashing white men and stuff. Watch this. Watch this. Listen again, family.
The nerve of you white women. Listen, I don't want to speak ill of my bitches here, okay?
He said it. I didn't.
I don't. Of you white women. Listen, I don't want to speak ill of my bitches here, okay? I don't. Well, let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity.
How long did the Me Too movement stand by with your toxic males? What did you say again? You said how the white woman stood by you.
Okay. You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our...
No, it had to be about a week they stood with y'all. It was about a year or two till they came to their senses. No, the white woman stood with them about 5 years, about a decade, 10 years, till they came to their senses. No, he said you stood next to us toxic males for centuries. Does anybody know what a century is? I'm afraid everybody may not know. Somebody tell me. Somebody please, because what is a century? What is 1 century, family? Where my intelligent black people at? All right, it's 100 years. Did he say you stood by us for a century? A century is 100 years, right? Did he say you stood by us for a century? A is singular, meaning 1 century, 100. No, what did he say, y'all? He said a century, 1 century. He said just 100 years. You only stood by us 100 years. What? Was that? That was plural?
Crimes.
Was it plural?
Well, let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of...
Centuries. 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 That's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. You understand? That's a long time, black family. He said stood by us for centuries. How many of you all know that what you know as the women's suffrage movement, which was led by what they call white women, even though also they had black females that they were using during that time too? But we'll pick that up later. Watch this. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Listen. He said you stood by us for centuries. Watch this. The founders of the suffrage movement, the women's movement, so that they could have a right to vote. Do you all understand that they are on record as telling the white man that if you allow us to vote, it will strengthen white supremacy? How many of y'all knew that white women said that when they were pushing for them to have the right to vote? Y'all play too much. I said y'all play too much. Y'all play entirely too much. How many of y'all knew that? Oh, no, y'all didn't. Y'all didn't know that. When the idea of, in the incipiency of that, the idea that was floated that black men, because it was property owners, especially in that time, the males and the black male, the idea that, okay, well, let's let the black man, no, white women said, no. They started name calling black male Negroes, black men. Somebody talk black to me. When the idea that at least the black men should be able to vote around that time. Y'all play too much. We're talking about American history. American history. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Now, some of you all may have missed my podcast that I did on the now deceased Ruth Bader Ginsburg. How many of y'all got a chance to see that? How many of you all saw my podcast that I did on Ruth Bader Ginsburg? Somebody talk black to me. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing, right? Okay, somebody said they missed it. Well, go back and watch it, family. It is imperative that you don't miss a war briefing from me. The reason I say that that's important is because I'm always giving you a spiritual jewel and letting you know spiritually where we are. Do you know that when you're only given just what they call just logical information or just 3D knowledge, you are missing it. And in most cases, it's reactive knowledge. And to the point that it's not reactive knowledge, you are still missing an insight and energy and a power behind why we are where we are, the time we're in. Somebody talk black to me, and what must be done during this time. Y'all play too much. I did that piece on Ruth Bader Ginsburg because she is held as a heroine amongst white liberals, specifically because of the work that they say she did for white women. Somebody talk black to me, and for white women's rights. Somebody talk black to me. What I pointed out in my recent podcast about Ruth Bader Ginsburg is that this pro-liberal civil rights, allegedly, somebody talk black to me, was on record with Katie Couric not too many years ago. And she was asked about her thoughts on athletes taking a knee. She didn't just talk about Kaepernick. If you listen to the questioning that Katie Couric gave, she talked about black men and black athletes in general that was taking a knee. Y'all listen close to that. That wasn't just about Kaepernick. Obviously, we know Kaepernick is the one that they say sparked that. That's another story. We know that he's the most prominently known for doing that. But your pro-liberal RBG, they call her the notorious RBG. That white woman stole her title from a black man, God, today. I pointed that out too. How dare she? That's blasphemy. None of you Negroes should be going around here calling her the notorious RBG when she's sitting there desecrating the legacy of a dead black man. Somebody talk black to me, trying to hijack the energy that comes with us. See, we're the only ones that have swag and creativity. The world would end tomorrow, God, today, if black folks withdrew for 12 hours, half a day, their contributions and their creativity. The world only spins. The sun only comes out. The moon only does her job. Somebody talk black to me. Everything only works and moves, baby, because we do. God, today. Your notorious RBG that they call her, this Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that's held amongst liberals as this icon of civil rights and justice for all these different intersectional groups, for the gays and for women and for all of these other miscellaneous stuff. Black folks should never be found as saying anything about that and saying that we want to keep the legacy of RBG going. What's that black lady name? I can't think her name. What's her real name? She's a black actress that played the white president's black bed wench. She was the modern Sally Hemings. No disrespect. What's her name? Yeah. Kerry Washington. God, today. No disrespect to that lady. She's pretty, and I think she's pretty. Kerry, thank y'all. I can't say, and people justify how you could do that show and you the president's side piece, not just because he's a white man, but you gleefully being his hoe, and leveling up and excited because, this whatever. Okay, Vicky, get off of that. Watch this. She tweeted right when Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed, she tweeted something to the effect of, you've earned your rest because she fought so hard. Now it's time for us to fight. The modern but willing and voluntary Sally Hemings. She tweeted that out, y'all. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Real cute, real pretty girl. Real pretty girl. Just pretty and stuff. This black woman tweeted out that this white woman fought hard and she's earned her rest. So now it's time for us to fight. Somebody said, yeah, lips. Pretty lost. Y'all play too much because I said she pretty, y'all to my she pretty lost. Lord have mercy. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Don't forget, family, that we have a Black business school. If you want to learn how to build a business and start, I have an additional stream of income, baby. You want to join today at flynubianbusiness.com. Flynubianbusiness.com. Y'all play too much. I love y'all though. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. She said that this white lady, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she fought so hard, and I'm paraphrasing her tweet, but she said she earned her rest, so now it's time for us to fight. I'm sitting here thinking, see, that's what's wrong with y'all when you go to playing roles of bad witches. See, you're getting the different kinds of lives mixed up. You're getting history mixed up. You're getting reality mixed up. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all intermixing realities. It is blasphemous. I'm going to help y'all today. Because see, stuff that I talk about are things that most people just let go without fooling with it or addressing it. I don't, because I understand its impact on your subconscious. And most of your actions, 90-some% of your actions comes from your subconscious. That means what you're not aware of. So Vicky deals with that a lot. Shout out to you, Jessica. Love you, Vicky. So spiritually inclined. Thank you, beloved. By the way, if you want to get my spiritual breakdown during the week on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, baby. I'm dropping a spiritual jewel every week. The response has been absolutely amazing. Join now for the first 30 days for $1 at clubvicky.com. That's clubvicky.com. Literal testimonies, literal signs and wonders that follow from those that attend that. I don't brag about that. I'm just connected. I'm connected. It's not me. Somebody talk black to me. 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry. 9 p.m. Eastern is 7 o'clock Mountain, my time here. Thumbs up, family. Watch this. The problem with you, some of y'all that's in Hollywood and in arts and entertainment and stuff like that, when you all are not properly educated or you are not around the right circle, you start to get your realities mixed up. You start to think that you on TV, you on set. Not today. Y'all hear me? So our friend, Pretty Carrie Washington, she was confused. It is dangerous when I see or hear Black women and Black people in general tell me about how hard a white woman worked and how we need to fight now. Somebody, that's somebody. See, some of y'all would have just let that go and would have thought nothing about it. No, I got to lift that. Because you didn't even understand that was an invisible bondage for some of you. So I respectfully tweeted her. I don't think she's blocked me because y'all know that the MSNBC people blocked me. The CNN people be watching me and got problems with my show and stuff, my commentary and stuff. Y'all listen, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. So I responded to Kerry Washington, the modern bad witch and stuff, for the TV show, for the White House and stuff. What's the name of that show anyway? Scandal. God, today, that name was a prophetic name. You should have known something was wrong. Scandal. I never watched it. I was in the belly of the beast, I think, when those shows were going out, and the women that was locked up in prison loved to watch this Scandal. And when I was locked up too, the ladies, I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but some of the ladies I was locked up with, they also thoroughly enjoyed watching Locked Up. I used to go off every time I would go in the room with the TV and say, how you gonna be in prison watching prison shows? That's how deep y'all people are messed up. Y'all play too much, but if you can get off of that, listen. Thumbs up, family. Listen. So I said, to her respectfully, after she said about this white woman, she's earned her rest. Now it's time for us to fight. I started it by telling her, sister, please don't do this. That literally, I said it to her in the tweet. Sister, please don't do this. Something to that effect. Sister, I told her, please don't do this. I said, black folk been fighting for 465 years. See, it's a trick for y'all to think that some kind of way that the white woman is for real oppressed. Them talking about their gender wars with their man ain't got nothing to do with your funny looking self while you out there on the front line talking about some women's movement. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's just like you hearing a couple having an oral argument, your neighbor, and you pass by and you go to knocking on the door and ringing the bell, talking about, can you come in and put yourself in the middle of it? You're supposed to be getting to your house. You're supposed to be getting home, taking your shower because you just getting out for work. You're supposed to be unpacking them groceries that you got in the trunk from stopping at the store. You're supposed to be helping Junior with his homework. You're supposed to be greeting your man and stuff. Somebody talk black to me. That has nothing to do with you. That don't have anything to do with you. And I say that because, as I've always said, the white woman is the beneficiary of white supremacy. And that ain't all. For those of you that regularly follow the Vicky Show weekdays at 6:30 p.m. right here on FlyDuBingWingTV.com, you know I regularly tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. You know I regularly give these Beckys and these Karens this well-deserved work. And I have let you guys know for a long time now that they are the most dangerous element of white supremacy. They are the most dangerous element because most of you guys get confused with their brand of femininity, which is the most toxic kind. Notwithstanding that it smells like outside. Though most of them, sometimes for about 6 hours, are able to cover it with Chanel. What's Chanel's perfume, y'all? What's that one Chanel perfume? Number 5. Is it number 5? For 6 hours, there's a window. A 6-hour window. Y'all, we can keep it respectful, family. For about 6 hours, there's a window today that Chanel number 5 covers outdoors up, family. We're gonna keep it classy today. Play too much. So, because you've been conditioned and programmed to see her as feminine and demure and soft, some would call her easy, but I'm gonna leave it alone. The issue is your conditioning. It's how you've been trained to see them. I've even heard some brothers who lack power and a woman who lack respect, and the only power they have is in the comment section on somebody's podcast. Nobody at home is listening to you. Nobody at work is listening to you. Nobody's looking for you. Nobody cares your opinion. Nobody's trying to hear what you got to say. Watch this. Some of you that fall into that category, not all brothers do, but those that do. I'm only speaking to those who this applies to. They say things like, they're just so carefree. They say stuff like, she's just so fun. You know, she's not hard. She don't come at me like y'all come at me. Some of that's true. When you don't have 465 years of unmitigated hell to walk through, you can say, let's go for a bike ride today. When everything you got because of bloodshed and because it was stolen. God, today. When financially you all right and not working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs, going to school, raising 3 and 4 children, you can be carefree like that, like that. You can be bouncy and stuff. For the divine feminine woman to thrive, watch this, she has to be in an appropriate environment. Somebody black talk black to me. You can't say so-and-so would never be like this, so-and-so would never do like this, she's so hard, she's so masculine, when you've never been what you needed to. See, that's why you need to join clubvicky.com. I break down for you the metaphysics, the spirituality of a thing, the stuff you can't see, but that's the stuff you can't see is what's powering the things that you can. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up. You don't understand, bruh. You are a frequency. And that when you move, you operate with a certain type of force field. There are different types of force field. Why am I conducting my mastermind? There are electrical force fields. There are magnetic fields and so forth, right? There are gravitational fields, baby. It matters who you are and what energy and what frequency, baby, you are, because that's what you're going to attract to yourself. So you want something outside of you to get it together when you need to work on you. Why am I ready to talk about this? Somebody, don't forget. My weekly mastermind, clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com. Also, Dr. Boyce Watkins and Dr. Claude Anderson are doing a Powernomics mastermind coming up October 15th. The link will be in the chat. What is the link again, family? Powernomics what? Masterclass.com. I think it's what it's called. I'm going to help y'all today. What's this Asian girl on the talk show? Is it Jeannie Ma? Jeannie Ma? I just saw a little blip, a little clip or something about this Asian lady, Jenny, that came out. Powernomics Masterclass.com. Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. Boyce Watkins. They're going to be doing a Powernomics Mastermind October 15th. You don't want to miss it. The link is in the chat, family. Thank you, somebody. Jeannie Ma. The little blurb on social media I saw is where this Asian woman came out and said that she wants to submit. What's the man she engaged to or finna marry? Jeezy. Thank you. She dating Jeezy. Whoever Jeezy. Saying that she wants to submit to Jeezy. And then I saw where somebody was saying how black men are so happy to see this Asian lady say that she's ready to submit to this black man. Y'all play too much. And how it was a breath of fresh air for brothers to hear this non-foundational black woman say how she's looking forward to submitting to Jeezy. There are some toxic sisters. I know some. And I suggest you stay far away from them. However, this Asian woman that has inspired some of you brothers to get excited that somebody's saying that she's looking forward to submitting to you. Where was Jeannie Ma? Who was out there caping for y'all when they was locking y'all up and stuff, murdering you? Was Jeannie Ma out there talking about how police need to back up and back off of black people? I'm just wondering today. Did Jeannie Ma care that they were blowing y'all's head to the off? I'm just wanting to know. Help me. In fact, I think she's on the record as saying a whole lot of anti-black shady stuff. Y'all play too much. Moreover, does Jeannie Ma have a 465-year history of oppression, slavery, sodomy. Moreover, is Jeannie Ma a child of immigrants? Does she have immigrant families where they left their failed nations to come here and to benefit off of what our ancestors did so you can live a life of thriving, so that you can live the American dream based on our America? I just wanted to just thought, just while black folks was experiencing all kind of nightmares and stuff. So then you got a black man. God, today I done flicked my curly braids all over the place. So you done got you a Jeezy. A Jeezy that has fame and some fortune. And say, you're looking forward to submit to him while you was on that TV show saying all that crazy anti-black stuff. This Asian woman has a history of saying some anti-black stuff. And then the brother you pick that you're looking to submit to is the one that has a whole bunch of fame and fortune. And when they kick you off the show, or if y'all show go down, or if it's over with, or something happened to you, you likely gonna be all right. Somebody talk black to me. That's who you say you have no problem to submit to. Can I tell you something? If he had picked a black woman, it's very likely she would have said she wouldn't mind submitting to Jeezy too. Why y'all playing, brothers? Why y'all playing? Why y'all playing? This anti-black woman, why are y'all playing? And then when you get caught up with this Asian woman down the road, then were you expecting us to sit back and wait for you to come to yourself to help rescue you from the mess you and her collectively made together? The devil is a lie. Now I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't know. I wasn't even supposed to be talking about this girl. Let me get back to this white man, comedian, calling out white women. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. My name is Vicki Dillon. I'm typically here weekdays right here on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, family. I want to get back into exposing real quick. I want us to listen again to a little bit about what this brother said. I'm just trying to tell you. Shout out to you about now. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Again, I just said there are some toxic sisters that you just need to leave alone. They're for real are toxic. But there are a large enough number of us that have been through unmitigated hell for 465 years, and we too need healing and love. And we're also typically the ones that keep having to make the whole wide world go round. When I say whole wide world, we're talking about our homes. If a certain level of burden is lifted off of the black woman and she's placed in a garden and in an environment where she is nurtured, somebody talk black to me, and you tend to your garden, bruh, your garden, I can assure you, will reward you handsomely. But you cannot know this paradise, my dear brother, when you despise your own woman. When you're not manifesting yourself as the provider and the protector. When you are operating in your natural state. Y'all ain't ready for this. I'm dropping so many jewels. Bruh, when you are operating in the manner in which you're supposed to. And not making demands of everybody else around you. Like some little weak boy. Then things around you bow down to you. Things around you adjust to accommodate you. But you ain't on that frequency. That's not what you're manifesting. So when you start to do that, quote unquote, all of a sudden, things in your life begins to shift in your favor. And the divine woman, as it is written, bro, you ain't surprised? God, why am I on this? Vicky, please get back on these white supremacist Becky's. I'm trying to bless you today. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Excuse me. Instead of being mad, excuse me, fix his lipstick. Instead of being mad, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Shout out to you, Jacqueline, teach sister. We salute you, our spiritual queen. Thank you. Let me tell you something. Bro, you ain't the prize. Today, you're not the prize. You are not the prize. You're not the prize. That's not how that's supposed to work. You're not the prize. And some of you sisters don't know that. But Vicky, where do you get that from? Vicky, are you being arrogant? Vicky, are you all of it? No, let me help you. How things are supposed to be. The principle, and this is just one place, where it's written in Holy Writ, says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I'm the favor. Slowness. God, today. Everything is out of order because you're confused. You're just not. It's written. You're not. It's not Vicky in her feelings. It's what it's you're not. It's just that you're not. Everything is in your life is off and you don't see how it's connected. You don't understand. Well, you're probably saying to yourself, well, what is this over here that's off in my life where it's a total travesty and a catastrophe? You are a walking, mobile, ambulatory, itinerant catastrophe, and you don't understand why all these other areas in your life not working, and you're probably saying to yourself, what that's got to do? Because you're not. You're just not. You're just not. He that finds a wife finds a good things and obtains favor. See, favor is divine benefits and advantages that come from the Lord, from the one. We bring that. God, today. It's not you. It's not you. It's not you. Not you. I know you want it to be. Take that issue up with the God. Take it up with the Creator. It's not you. So you throw everything off when you off. So when you're operating in your assignment and you're operating in that frequency and you're emanating God today in that particular force field that you ought to be, watch this. Everything adjusts and even submits God today to that. That's what gets submitted to. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. I'm here to bless you today. He that finds a wife finds a good thing, obtains favor. I'm the favor. You're not the. I'm the favor. I'm the advantage. You see? Thumbs up, family. Now let's move on, Vicky. Let's move on. We got to get back to this man today because this is powerful. And you got to get through this because you got to go here in a minute. Watch this. Let's listen again to what comedian Bill Barr said on SNL. Again, I'm not here to talk about the other disagreeable things that he may have said during his piece on Saturday Night Live. Black family, we're in war. You got to know what to lift and what to let go. You got to know what to drive home and what to exploit. He was exposing white women, which is the truth. And that's all we need to know. God, today, that's all we need to know is him telling the truth. And I know some of my fans are white people. God, today. Now, somebody putting up in here, virtuous woman. Yes, a virtuous woman. Brothers, I just want to make sure that don't know about brothers put up in here all the stuff that the woman need to do. I know that I just said, don't fool with a toxic black, or don't fool with a toxic black woman. Don't do that. Some really messed up. But I said, generally speaking, don't get mad. If you in here making excuses, if you making excuses and want to try to qualify what kind of woman, but she needs to be this kind. No, it's only about you. Shout out to you, Sister Scorpio. Men don't make excuses. Boys do. I don't want to hear no qualifications. Well, she got to. No, it ain't no she got to nothing. You got to. And if a she that ain't worthy of you, you ain't even going to attract that or pull that into you or towards you. Or you don't even have to pick her. She don't even need to be discussed. All this is about is you. Brothers, y'all know I love you. You know I ride for you. I love you so much to tell you the truth and give you the answer so that you can get breakthrough and see success in your life. Do not listen to these brothers that's on social media. They're wanting women. They don't have them. And they're on YouTube talking about it. That should be the opposite of what you go for, listening and finding comfort in the losers. That shouldn't bring you comfort. The times that they spend on social media, they should be making love with their woman, spending time with their children. God, today, enjoying the fact that she's bowing down. And when I say bowing down, I'm meaning enjoying him. There's an ease in their relationship. You know all of their podcasts because he's not, it's not right at home. Don't have a home. God, today, want a woman, can't get one. Those are the examples you should follow. That's not the example that you want to follow, because you may end up like that, wifeless. God, today, God, today. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I just wanted to throw that out there. So if you're coming into but she gotta be, see that right there? That's that little weakness. That's that boy weakness. That's the weakness. That's what's messing you up. When you do all the heavy lifting, when you say I got this, when you say I'm gonna go as far as I can until I make it happen, then stuff will start to shift in your favor. I'm trying to bless you. God, I'm doing the Lord's work by giving you this insight to tell you why it's off. It's off. I believe in you. You got what it takes. The only demand you get to make is on you first. Somebody say on you. Vicky, get back to this. Keep liking and sharing. What did this white man say one more time? Because I got to get caught back up myself on where I was in this analysis before I start preaching.
I don't want to speak ill on my bitch.
Keep liking and sharing, family. Keep liking and sharing. There's more than 2,300 plus of you in the chat. We're so pleased that you're with us today. I'm not going to be too much longer, family, but don't go anywhere yet. Make sure that you like and share. Make sure that everybody on the count of 3, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Are you ready? If you're watching us on one of our YouTube channels, if you happen to be watching us elsewhere, please make sure that you like, that you share, and that you follow. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. 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 Some of you can't see where treasure is real good. Why am I still on this? Some of you can't see treasure. But how many of you all know that diamond comes from a coal? Y'all play too much. How many of you all know that oil is found underground? How many of you all know that gems and powerful stone is found underground? Y'all play too much. That means you have to dig. You have to get dirty. God, today, there's a refining process for that thing. And when you don't have a trained eye, watch this, and you don't even know what to look. God, today, just trying to help you.
Is here. Okay.
Let's get back to Bill Burr on SNL. Here we go. Bill Burr.
Listen, I don't want to speak ill on my bitches here, okay? I know. Well, let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money, and occasionally when you wanted to...
Stop right there. He said you stood by us for centuries. Watch this. When did they stand by him, family? With their crimes against humanity. See, the issue is not just what's wrong with the white men. How can these white supremacists do what they do? How can they act like that they're non-human? Why is it that their behaviors matches those of savages? Watch this. And beasts. The question is, how can your woman stand by. Watch this. Unbothered. While her man for centuries, watch this, committed crimes against humanity. How many of you all remember what last year I did a podcast? Y'all remember that white supremacist Van Dyke? Was it out of Chicago? Is that his name? That Van Dyke police officer out of Chicago. Yes, Jason Van Dyke. That's his first name. Jason Van Dyke. Y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember? I'm scared you may have forgotten. Y'all remember that? Some of y'all do. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. I got his picture right here. Hold on. Let me get it to where you can see it. By the way, family, all of you, make sure that you are following me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard, Vicky X Dillard. And I'm on Twitter at Dillard Vicky. Look at this funny looking self. This is him. Jason Van Dyke. Straight from outside, right? All outdoors. Y'all see him? He murdered our brother, teenager, Laquan McDonald. And I did a show, not just on him. The show I did was about his woman. Y'all play too much. Just pull it up. Y'all remember that? I did a show and I played you guys the press conference of his white wife. And how, look at Nancy King. See, Nancy's one of my day one. She's my rider right there. She said, yes, Queen, she remembers. I did the show on his white wife because he got that little kitty sentence, that little nothing sentence. And when he was placed in prison, one of the prisons, he allegedly got some prison justice. Apparently there was some prison justice. They was trying to instigate some prison justice. Allegedly, one of the inmates put some paws on them, put some hands on them. So the white wife did a press conference and she started to do what white women do so well. She pulled out one of the most effective and lethal pieces of arsenal. How many of you all know what arsenal I'm referring to? What piece of effective arsenal does the white supremacist white woman tend to pull? Earth is one of the first ones. What do they do, y'all? What do white women weaponize? See, Vicky, I'm not new to this. I know other folks are on here talking about white supremacist stuff that's happening in law enforcement, talking about all the stuff that's happening to our people and all that. That's new for them. What did they do? What did that white woman do, y'all? What did that white woman do? She did a press conference. Watch this. Let me ask y'all something. How is it that so many media folk actually showed up to the press conference? Is the first thing. This white woman started to weaponize her tears. And she started putting demands on officials about how they better move her husband. Why am I bringing her up? Forbes, according to Forbes magazine, they said that Jason Van Dyke right now is in one of the cushiest prisons in the country because of this white woman. Watch this. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Watch this, watch this, watch this. What got me wasn't just how Becky cries. And I've trained you guys and I've been training you lately on how to deal with Becky. Don't make me do that, sis. Sisters, what if Vicky taught you? What kind of training have I taught you, black woman, that if you happen to be in the presence of one of these Beckys while she's trying to weaponize her tears, what have I taught you, black woman? What have I taught you to do, black woman? Black woman, what have I taught you to do when Becky is sitting up there crying in your presence, trying to get over? That's right, because I said so. You cry harder. What have I taught you? See, some of you all may not be familiar with this. I know this is a white supremacist holiday, and some of y'all eating barbecue and stuff, celebrating this thief and liar and rapist and kidnapper and this toxic white male that this Bill Burr was referring to. That is Columbus. Watch this. What have I taught you? Sis, if you ever find yourself in the presence of one of these white supremacist women crying to get sympathy, Becky is over here doing this. What have I taught you, sis? If you are in the presence, if you happen to be within proximity of her weaponizing her tears, she's pulling out one that's getting ready to just, watch this. You intercept that. How do you intercept it? If I'm in the presence of one of these Beckys and Gretchens and stuff, Matildas and stuff, and I'm sitting up there trying to be cute, and it don't matter how low Vicky's talking, because y'all know we know what to do. I know what to do when I be, See, this energy is for y'all. This is my particular call. All this passion. This is as loud as you will ever hear Vicky. I'm an introvert. People can't say I saw Vicky over here and she was no. Vicky ain't never been that way. And people don't like that about me because I don't be missing people like that. God bless most of y'all. I have a handful of people that I just got to have in my life. But that's a part of my calling, part of my assignment. And in addition to my medical disability, very rarely do I get a chance to get out anyway because of the medical issue. Watch this. So if I'm out and about, this is as loud as I talk for the Vicky show. That's my passion for you. But when I'm out and about, it's never that. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Here's me. Let's say I'm somewhere. I'm dressed I'm trying to be cute. I'm out and about. We're at a bank. And this Becky's clearly lying about something. I happen to be within proximity in some kind of way. Maybe it has something to do with me. And she's trying to say something about me. Okay, I'm there and she's sitting next to me and then everybody else. And she over there crying. And I just couldn't believe that, Vicky. Girl, I'm looking at her. First of all, sis, you always have to assess the situation, right? You assess. That means you look slowly with the side eye to make sure you just look at it and say, wait a minute, what weapon she get? Wait a minute, what grade weapon is this? What grade weapon are these tears? Somebody talk black to me. You picking it up early on. You can tell when she getting ready to pull it out. You don't let it get outrageous, sis. You peep it quick. You don't be there all day. You're always alert, sis. Watch this. Shout out to my dear sister, Shalina Williams. She's one of my faithful supporters. Shalina Williams, she got a major testimony, which I ain't going to tell it. I'm going to let her tell it herself if she ever chooses to do that. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, like and share. Watch this. What did I teach y'all, sis? Becky over here in the corner. Trying to get over with these tears. Sis, this the first thing you do is you check it out. And with the quickness, you go. And then while she doing the next whimper, you look and then you start doing about 3, 4 whimpers. She's talking. I just couldn't believe. Because when Vicky got in front of me, in front of the bank, when she bumped in front of me, oh my God, Gretchen, wait. This is you, black woman. While she's doing all that crying, you come on, you up the ante. You put out your AK. What are them big weapons that the white boys that try to compensate for their lack of package? The AK-47s. You put out your AK-47 tears, sis. You don't come in there with no little pistol. Somebody talk black to me. So she over there. You so sis. All you do is you keep your hand. You put your hand under your chin like this and go, oh. And then she gonna keep whimpering, but she gonna be whimpering and she gonna be looking at you with the side eye because she's gonna be thrown off because all the attention's supposed to be on her. Somebody talk black to me. Are y'all listening? So sis, you and then while you're doing that, you're doing this just real with the ease. Wait, Gretchen, are tissue, excuse me, any cleanliness. You put on a show. Lights, cameras, in action. You ask for tissue, you ask for Kleenex. Then you got this when you level it up, sis. Why you hollering? Not hollering, hollering. This how you get them. This is some additional training for you. Then you turn around and you ask for a bottle of Desante. God, today. I'm helping you today. I give you actionable knowledge on the Vicky Show. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Sis, you take it to the next level. When you go and you up the ante, you outshine Becky and Carrie, then the individual that's the object of your weapon, you take it to the next level. This gonna kill Becky. You know why? Because this gonna remove them from her presence. This is what you finna do. You say, excuse me. After you ask for the cleanliness, then you turn around and you ask for a bottle of water. I'm just getting this downloaded in my spirit. You ask for a bottle of water. You know why? Because that's going to remove that individual from her presence. And it's going to throw her so for a loop. And it's going to mess up the energy, the atmosphere. Everything is going to be thrown because they done left for a minute. So the energy's all around going to try to readjust, but then you're going to be the star. You know why? Because they're going to be coming with the tissue, the Kleenex, and the Desante for you. You done turned around and put everything on you. And you better get your Oscar. You better shine. God, today. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Let me get back to this dude. Thumbs up, family. Like and share. Don't forget, family, throughout the show, you're going to be seeing some important links. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dealer family. And also make sure that you subscribe to my personal YouTube channel at VickyDealer.tv. I'm so excited because my personal YouTube channel hit 10,000 subscribers. I just put up, by the way, a beauty haul, sis. So y'all go to VickyDealer.tv, and check out my beauty haul. I'm going to be doing a regular content over there, but you know, all of that is contingent on my health because I do so much content here and I'm on another platform too. And then I do more original content on another platform as well. So that takes a little bit of energy out of me. So make sure that you do that. Thank you. But you guys help us here on Fly Nubian Queens, where we have 125,000 followers. We have 570 some thousand subscribers on flynubianqueen.com on Facebook. Now those are the affiliates. And I don't know how many more on our other affiliate channels and platforms. I know that we're reaching about 1 million people a week, potentially, that us and our affiliates. So shout out to you all, but that's my personal channel. So thank you all so very much, dear family. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. I'm giving y'all some valuable information. Don't you let nobody tell you you ain't powerful. You got to know how to shut her down. And notice you didn't have to holler at her. You didn't have to threaten to take Becky out. You didn't have to say, you know what, I got your tires when we get ready to leave here. Girl, I will snatch you up. You know what? You can avoid a lot of that. When they go to doing them tears, you can just shift it to the next level. Cry. Funeral, cry. Ask for that Kleenex, and then you shift it to that high level, and then you turn around and ask them for a bottle of water. Watch what's going to happen. You're going to totally neutralize that drink. Y'all play too much. Why y'all laughing at me? Back to this Bill Burr comedian, this white man. One more time. We're almost there, y'all. Listen again.
Detail on my bitches here, okay? I know. Well, let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the trash and white guys. The nerve. Where's the camera?
Let me stop right there. One of the reasons why I stopped right there when I told you about Jason Van Dyke's wife when she had that press conference, she weaponized her tears. One of the reasons why I brought her up is because she knew her husband unjustly murdered a man. And before he was convicted in court, she still had no problem going to bed with him and making love to him. That white woman didn't have no problem still sleeping with that man. She didn't feel no kind of way knowing that she was rolling in the sack with a killer, a murderer. Do y'all feel what I'm saying? But they got you throwing away your men, and they sleeping with killers, race soldiers. And while she's killing While she's sleeping with these killers and race soldiers, she got the nerve to turn around and do a whole press conference to defend him, to make sure that no hands, no paws are put on him in prison. Y'all better take some lessons from these funny looking Beckys.
Nerve. Listen, I don't want to speak ill of my bitches here, okay? I don't. Well, let's go back in history here, okay? You guys stood by us toxic white males through centuries of our crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money, and occasionally when you wanted to sneak.
Did y'all hear that? He said you rolled around in the blood money. That's another thing. They not only stood by him, but they rolled around, what did he say? In the blood money. What manner of woman? Are y'all hearing me today? You enjoyed your life, all that carefree living that the brothers love about that white woman. She's able to do that because of all that blood money. And she didn't have no problem doing it. Somebody talk black to me. I didn't say it. Bill Burr said it.
Off and hook up with a black dude if you got caught.
Watch this.
Crimes against humanity. You rolled around in the blood money. And occasionally when you wanted to sneak off and hook up with a black dude, if you got caught, you said it wasn't consensual. Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did. So why don't you shut up, sit down next to me, and take your talking to?
He said, sit down, shut up, and take your talking to. I think Bill Burr watches the Vicky show. I think Bill Burr watches the Vicky show. That's my point. And I'm not understanding how it is that Rachel, this is not the headline for Rachel Maddow, Laura Ingham, and all of these white women that have access to all of these large audiences, and that some of you all hail as brilliant as and as intelligent. Not to mention what I've always said, okay, white men are disproportionately terrorists, disproportionate pedophiles, disproportionate sexual deviants, disproportionate everything that's disproportionate and dysfunctional. I wanted to know, how is it? What womb? Who developed, birthed, took to play catch, took to the park? These terrorists. You're the disproportionate terrorists. If a black woman was coming out with them kind of numbers and bringing stuff into existence like that, y'all would be trying to say, for real, let's take out the black woman quicker than what you're trying to take us out now. Quicker than how you're trying to take us out now. Why isn't anybody saying, okay, how is it that these Beckys are doing this? And when I was asking this question much earlier on Twitter, and I was talking about the dangers of this white woman, especially in light of the white judges, white prosecutors, and this Amy Coney Barrett, who right now they're trying to put on the Supreme Court. I was tweeting about this, talking about how my deep experience with these white women as judges and as prosecutors in local courts, state courts, federal courts, and how dangerous they are. But also, this is the other reason why you guys get so thrown off with how effective white supremacy is. And this is some of the conversation that was had on Twitter. Watch this. The white woman disarms you because she doesn't come in with brute force like her man. So you can tell they're an enemy, or they're someone that you should be wary of rather, from a distance because of how they come. The white woman comes in the form of your school teacher. God, today. And these white women are the ones that has a whole lot of your children on these psych drugs. They're the ones that's referring your, especially black boys, to these special ed classes. They're the ones with the quickness that initiates their criminal records and puts them in a system, what you call what? Your school to prison pipeline. And y'all have the nerve to have them teaching your babies. Somebody talk black to me. They disarm you like that because this is the white woman is the racist, white supremacist white woman. The white supremacist female. She disarms you because you call her Miss Elliott, Miss Smith, my school teacher. You associate with her. You associate her with doing stuff that's good as a young child. And so Vicky is sitting up here with her holy mallet trying to reprogram you because of this stronghold you got for this woman. The white woman is an authority in your life. Teachers, when you're young, teachers are authorities. And so you still play that role with her. You still see her as somebody up there. And now, come on, somebody talk black to me. Some of these white supremacist songs that I know, I learned that in Mississippi at Witherspoon. These white supremacist school, I didn't know going to school in 6th grade and 4th grade and 3rd grade, that's what they was, I was being programmed. Are y'all hearing me? It's these white women that initiates your record with the criminal system. Shout out to you, DJ Scrap, saying you from Jackson, Mississippi. Watch this. I lived in Jackson maybe just about, I had to ask my mama, I had to call my mama. I don't think no more than a year or so. But listen, when we were little, listen. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and share. This is who you entrust to teach you. That is one of the most effective means of white supremacy. She's the one that's responsible for them being on these psych drugs. She's the one that initiates your record of the school to prison pipeline. She's the pipeline. She's the one that's telling them that you're scary. She's the one that tells them that you're stupid and you don't know how to learn because she's not brilliant enough to deal with a genius, a God. So she makes you think something's wrong with you. All this is because of Becky's referral. Exactly. Special ed. That's what she does. She refers y'all to special ed. Watch this. And then we found out later what? We found out later that those that were the schools that got a whole bunch of special ed students, we found out that there was an economic benefit for that. So these white women were on code by making these baseless referrals to make sure that the money kept coming. Y'all hear me? Thumbs up, thumbs up. That ain't all. Let me say this and I gotta go. Don't go anywhere yet. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I want to just remind y'all. I told you earlier, those of you that are my day ones, right? Or those that have been following me for any reasonable time. You know I've taught you this. What have I taught you? What did I teach you? That's right, Solo Dolo. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. All of you that have been giving, I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. What have I taught you about a white woman, this brilliant, beautiful Black female professor, Professor Stephanie E. Jones Rogers? She's an associate professor of history at the University of UC Berkeley. Shout out to those of you that are giving. All of you, I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. Watch this. This is this Black sister. Somebody say shout out for the Black woman. Somebody say shout out for the Black woman. This Black professor is the one that wrote a brilliant book that busted up some of the lies about this innocent white woman sitting back while her white husband was, we was led to believe, her white husband was the one that was the savage and that was the most ruthless in slavery. This beautiful Black professor put her all on Front Street. Watch this. I'm going to tell you the book here. That you can get again. Her name is Stephanie E. Rogers. Stephanie E. Rogers. Her book is called "They Were Her Property: White Women as Slave Owners in the American South." This beautiful Black professor. How many of y'all remember me talking to you about this? See how I always have to connect the dots and give you history historical references and links. I'm sure the moderator remember these links because I talked about it so much, but I'm never going to get over this. It talks about this set of data that she uncovered. University of California, Berkeley professor reveals Southern white women played a heavier role than originally thought. You could have never made me think anything else. It's some of you all that just believe them. Watch this. She combed through data from 1850 to 1860 census and revealed that white women made up around 40% of slave owners. In that particular decade, yes, from 1850 to 1860 census, that particular census for that particular decade, she found that they owned 40%. That is a huge number. Not only that, it says at her department page, Rogers Jones describes her release as a regional study that draws upon formerly enslaved people's testimony to dramatically reshape current understandings of white women's economic relationships. So they managed to also retrieve testimony in addition to documentation and census and other things about their behavior. That's only some of you that's tricked by this right here. Let me find her real quick, real fast. Funny looking self. Y'all see this lady right here? That's that Supreme Court justice that they want y'all to be tickled about. They know that when some of you bones and biscuits, and when some of you brothers that don't know no better and just excited about having sexual access see something like this, you ain't enraged or tripped out. You're disarmed. You don't think it's that big of a deal. She got her funny looking self. I was listening to some of the hearing today. She got her funny looking self up there talking about all her children. Y'all know that she done snatched up a couple of black children for optics. Black folks should always be concerned when they see white folk adopting our babies. The unbelievable and catastrophic responses of what's actually happening to our babies while we're letting them raise them has been devastating. And not just because we find that many of them are violent. The most dangerous part of actually having, that's like, no, I'm just using an example. Just use an example. That's like if that's like having a human, beautiful human being. Have y'all seen them stories where little dogs and little four-legged foxes and stuff find an abandoned baby and then take the baby and try to, help the baby and keep the baby safe? No disrespect. We don't know enough about, actually we know more than enough. It's the equivalent of having that kind of strange and different connection. It's not just whether or not you can prove them being physically abusive. There is something about being in an environment with the people whose tendency and traits have been anti-black. Are y'all hearing me? People do stuff for good measure. People do stuff to make it look like it ain't that bad. This white supremacist woman doesn't look harmful. She looks harmless, in fact. But see, some of you continue to get big by white supremacy because she purrs. You see her as like a little kitty cat. I can't stand cats. I mean, bless y'all that do, but I don't fool with cats like that. People think because you got a family dog, it ain't just my dog, it's a family dog that we have a little dog. Some people think, oh, because you got a dog or that you a dog lover. No, I'm not no dog lover. This dog been in the family since gazillions of years. I'm not no dog lover. I love my dog. Today, there's a big difference. No dog lover. You don't just get to come up on me and tell about rub and so this one ain't gonna bite and that's so sweet and where you go. No, fool, because you crazy, slowness. And plus, we got rules and regulations with ours. We don't believe in licking in the mouths and stuff. Dogs don't get to eat at the table like that. Dogs don't get to run nothing in black households. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. It's a difference. No dog lover. I love my dog. That's a big difference. I don't fool with everybody. I don't know about that and stuff. I just don't fool with cats. I mean, for the people that do, I don't want to disrespect those of y'all. I don't fool with cats like that. But some of y'all treat white supremacy because some of these animals look cute. You say the fur is soft. Y'all like the kind of white supremacy that appears to be harmless. You be like, oh, can I take you home with me? Some of you do this with white supremacy when you stick your hand out to let the dog lick you. Every time I fed my dog, this was sometime, of course, it's been a long time ago since I had to do anything like this. Every time I would have to take the dog out years ago to the vet and stuff like that, the dog had to undergo a whole process of cleansing. Because I know darn well that those white veterinarians was up in there licking the dog. Come on. Dog was licking and laughing, and I know the family dog was all up in there. The dog has to undergo a cleansing, special cleansing. Y'all play too much because I already know what went down. There's a special relationship they got with dogs that you don't have. Black family, it's different with some of them. Y'all play too much. You get to come up in here and I know darn well what you was probably doing and stuff. And it's, oh, he was so cute. Oh, touch me. No, I don't know what that. No, you finna get a shower, bubble bath, bed about to be clean. You about to be lit. I'm about to put some Listerine up in that water over there, that bowl of water. And for sure, you're not finna come near me and lick me on, because you know how dogs can lick you on accident, but you ain't expected it. You know to expect the unexpected. But because I know that dog may accidentally lick me and I haven't, you ain't gone through the cleansing process before you got home after you came from that vet. No, baby. You going straight to that tub. God, that day. Open up your mouth. Get one of these dental sticks. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all been out with your little pets, those 5% of you that have them. Y'all know darn well, no matter what, them campers, they don't speak to you. You got a neighbor that you've been living with 15 years. You buy a dog and all of a sudden they know your name. Tell the truth. The people don't know you. They don't speak to you. You buy a dog? You buy a dog? Buy a dog. You're going to know everybody in your apartment complex. Cul-de-sac, wherever you live, neighborhood and stuff. Skyscraper. They don't get, child please. I know what I'm talking about. Our family dog stops traffic in Colorado. Them people stops traffic to inquire about the dog. Y'all play too much. This white man, the one that called her that B word like that. Now, I ain't finna do what Dr. Khaled didn't. I'm gonna leave that alone. What y'all know about Dr. Khaled doing a groundbreaking series about the dog and stuff? Well, I'm not finna do that here. I'm gonna follow all the rules. I'm gonna cross every T and dot the I. But those of you, it's probably a small percentage of you all know what I'm talking about that groundbreaking series with Dr. Khaled Muhammad. What y'all know about that groundbreaking series that Dr. Khaled did? And in fact, when he did this groundbreaking series decades ago, guess what he was talking about? He was talking about the Central Park Five and the white woman at the time. That was before all of the facts came out where she lied. Of course, at that time, we knew that how much the white woman lied. He was exactly right. Y'all don't want me to tell you what Dr. Khaled called his series, but I'm just saying, you got this white woman, this Supreme Court justice. The first thing she did was go in there. What did that first? How many of y'all saw that hearing today? The part of the hearing I saw, the main part of the hearing I saw was this white woman was up there. Look, she was talking about all her kids. Tell the truth, y'all. Let me get another picture. This white woman was sitting up there on the hearing, right? All she was talking about, y'all, for a long time, brother, was all her kids. She was talking about the particular names and stuff because she wanted to disarm you, to say, look, I'm harmless. Who cares that I want to take all your rights away? Who cares that I'm trying to undo? I'm finna take over your life and murder and make sure that you probably die. But I got kids. She know that's going to throw some of y'all. And see, that y'all go with that dog. Oh, it's so cute. You stick your hand out for them to lick you. See, that's what you're doing with Amy, the Barrett lady. That's how y'all see. Y'all think that it's the cuddly brand of white supremacy. It's they purr and they lick your hand. They look harmless. And then you start to say something like, oh, I want to bring you home. And then you start picking up stuff that don't belong to humans. As the book of Revelation say, when the book of Revelation say, come out of her, my people, so that you don't partake of her plagues, it's the same literal quote that they tell you, especially down south. If you lay down with dogs, what you get up with? If you lay down with dogs, what do you get up with? Vicky, get back to the article real quick. This beautiful sister broke down the fact. What did she say? Remember some of the things I taught y'all? She says what this means is that their very identities, white women, watch this. Let me go back up here. In the book, Jones Rogers explained that white women's involvement, remember this is the professor at UC Berkeley, this black professor, Jones Rogers, that wrote a book on white women that they owned about 40%. They were about 40% of them were slave owners. And she broke down the fact that white women's involvement in slavery comes from family, as their slave-owning parents typically gave their daughters more enslaved people than land. Y'all got to know this. What this means is that their very identities as white Southern women are tied to the actual or the possible ownership of other people. I'm going to say that again. I need you to keep that in mind. Because when you think about what this Bill Burr comedian said on Saturday Night Live when he called out those white women and said that they sat by for centuries while they committed crimes against humanity and they enjoyed the blood money, you need to understand that all of them weren't just sitting idly by enjoying the blood money. It's worse than what some of us thought. Listen. It says what this means is that their very identities as white Southern women are tied to the actual or the possible ownership of other people. Now that's some kind of, what do you think about that? That the way these white supremacist slave owning white women, she said that their identities, y'all, who they were, was tied up in the actual or the possible ownership of other people. Listen. She also talks about the fact that owning enslaved Africans served as white women's primary source of wealth. So some of you all still see Miss Ann different than the men that she births. Those men that you don't care for, they came from somewhere. God, today. Listen. It says that once wed, white women were said to have fought and frequently won the right to continue to have ownership over their enslaved Africans, not handing over ownership to their husbands. For them, slavery was their freedom. Some of y'all don't understand that. She argues so much more, but she demonstrates in her books, through interviews and other means, that once they came of age, white women also reportedly got involved in the slave trade. Aside from beating slaves once they owned them, white women bought, sold, and sought out their return The notion flips the previous belief of scholars that white women abstained from engaging in such activity as it was deemed improper. Y'all know this is one of the most insidious parts right here. As the women got pregnant and had their own families, white women, they'd reportedly orchestrate sexual assaults, that's rape, the white women. I said the white women orchestrated sexual assaults between enslaved people so that enslaved black women could be available to nurse white women's children. Think about that. White women made sure that the black woman got raped so that the black woman could stay pregnant, her breasts full, so that the black woman would be available to be a wet nurse. That ain't all. This in addition to tearing enslaved women's babies away from them so that they could nurse white women's children and avoiding becoming, as Jones Rogers stated, one white woman slave owner said, a slave to her children. It goes on to talk about the advertisements that were for the wet nurses that were plastered everywhere. There were instances, y'all listen, this is a quote. There were instances in which formerly enslaved people did in fact say that their mistresses, that white woman, either sanctioned acts of sexual violence, that's rape, against them that were perpetuated at the hands of white men, or that they orchestrated instances of sexual violence between two enslaved people that they owned in hopes of producing children from those acts of sexual violence. That white woman set up the black woman to be raped by white men and enslaved black men. Think about that. Think about that. And so Amy Coney Barrett is sitting up there to be put on the Supreme Court as a candidate from this Republican, looking like she's harmless, talking about her 7, 8 kids. We don't care nothing about your litter, lady. Don't try to intrigue us with your litter. Dr. Kyler already told us who y'all was. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Why y'all laughing at me? Keep liking and sharing. Final thing I want to say, I was supposed to be gone a long time going behind. I got to share you this. I've shared this information with you. I've shared something similar before, but I don't want you to miss this because y'all know I believe in giving you receipts. Keep liking and sharing. Watch this. Because see, y'all, my mother told me when she was growing up in Mississippi, how they had a family dog called Lisa. And she said, Lisa, I think she was a German Shepherd or something. Lisa, the family dog that my mama had and her family had back in the day years ago. Of course, the dogs were stayed outside back in the day. Black folks didn't know nothing about, especially in the South during that time, bringing no dog in no house. And the house was raised so you could actually go up, underneath the house. So she said, Lisa got pregnant. And she was getting ready to have a whole, litter of little pups and stuff. And my mom was talking about how cute the dogs were. See, that's what they want to throw you with, how cute her kid. I'm a mother, my kids, there's thousands of kids, 400 kids. And she started naming the kids and she started talking about the different things to get so that y'all could, because y'all know how y'all see little puppies. Like, oh, she's so cute. And then you forget, you get thrown. Oh my God, this lady's a killer. She's a white supremacist. She orchestrated rapes and stuff. She was that bad where everybody was burning and raped and she owned 40%. See, your mind ain't going through that. You talking about how cute the litter is. Of course, later my mother told me when she was reaching to play with the newly born litter, she said how Lisa snapped at her too. The dog snapped at her over her little litter of kids. Her little dog, little puppies and stuff. Y'all play too much. Thumbs up, keep liking and sharing. Don't forget, Dr. Boyce Watkins and Dr. Claude Anderson are doing a groundbreaking mastermind, Powernomics Mastermind, October 15th. Go to powernomicsmasterclass.com so that you can attend. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Y'all listen, final thing I want to say, for real. I'm reading from timeline.com. I've shared this many times before. This is very important, dear family. Remembering what this Bill Burr said about white women. You need to keep this in mind during this white supremacist warfare. The title of this piece is "The KKK Started a Branch Just for Women in the 1920s and 500,000 joined." I regularly discuss this, but listen. The reason I want you all to listen now is because I want you to connect some dots real quick about how they operate. Look at them. You can't tell them nothing with them outfits on. Sis, we ain't got nothing to do with this, do we, sis? God today. Somebody say, thank God for black women knowing how to dress and level up. What in the world? What in the world? What is this? What is, look like something, be something in life. You got everything. You stole everything. You're the most privileged outsiders the world has ever known. At least come out looking like something. Why would you, who would do this to themselves and others? This visual optic assault. But anyway, Vicky, you I'll digress. Watch this. That's a picture that you just saw there. That's a contingent of white Ku Klux Klan members, women. Guess what state that's from? They were from Pennsylvania, and they arrived in Washington, D.C. in 1926. I said this was a contingent of the WKK, the women of the Ku Klux Klan, coming from Pennsylvania. That's that picture. Watch this. I want you to listen to just look. Y'all know I bring receipts. We're about to go. Watch this. Watch this. The 1926, it says, marked the heyday of the women of the Ku Klux Klan, the autonomous arm of the notorious white supremacist group, springing, watch this, in a strange twist. When did the women's Ku Klux Klan come to be, the WKKK? Guess when it came to be, y'all, in its heyday. Y'all ready? It came out of a climate of hopefulness after suffrage, when women felt emboldened to take part in civic life. Suffrage is what? When the white woman was getting the right to vote. So in celebration of the white woman getting freedoms to vote, she celebrates by starting her own autonomous branch of the Ku Klux Klan. Y'all play too much. Daniel Cameron finna get caught up with his white woman, his new wife he got now. I think he married. I don't know. Remember, he got in trouble by showing all of the pictures, but then on one of his interviews he recently did, because we've been giving him this work, he got on a wedding ring. Watch this. Headquartered in Little Rock, Arkansas, with delegates in every state, the organization's numbers reached 500,000 during this decade. The moderators are putting the link in the chat. This piece I'm reading is from the timeline.com. Watch this. When the Greene County woman, okay, I'm going to skip past this part right here. Watch this. This is what you all need to understand. If the WKKK was more successful in advancing their xenophobic agenda, it was because they were better than the men's group at hiding their white supremacist mission behind a facade of social welfare. Did you all catch that? I'm scared you missed it. I said from this piece, if the WKKK was more successful in advancing their xenophobic agenda, it was because they were better than the men's group at hiding their white supremacist mission behind a facade of social welfare. Listen to what they did. This is just a little snippet because I got to get ready to go. They organized parades and food drives. Y'all play too much. With the benefits often funneled directly to Klan members. See, that was the white woman's idea. See, that's what happens when you bring toxic femininity into stuff. Drawn from the church supper tradition, their gatherings could, on first glance, be mistaken for sorority events. One Indiana woman Blee interviewed described them as a way to get together and enjoy. But simultaneously, they lobbied for national quotas for immigration, racial segregation, and anti-miscegenation laws, and proselytized the, quote, eternal supremacy of the white race as an opposition to the rising tide of color. That's the language that the white woman used, quote, the eternal supremacy. The WKKK, y'all ready for this? Served to normalize the extremist actions of the men's KKK, but also advanced a version of the white Protestant agenda. There you go with your white supremacist Christians. But also advanced a version of the white Protestant agenda that was all their own. An increasing number of immigrants crossed the United States border simultaneous with women's suffrage. The WKKK's nativism mingled with a strange breed of feminism. That's in the 1920s, slowness. You sisters that's out there talking about some women's movement, and we done got together and unified from all across the nation for women's suffrage. Sit your funny looking self down. Watch this, y'all. Their pamphlets announced new days of freedom for women. The male KKK wasn't on board. They fiercely opposed changes in gender roles and used the symbol of the white damsel in distress to galvanize racist fury. Are y'all catching this? Black men were a threat to their pure Protestant women, and the KKK would protect them. This trope was most starkly captured by the scene of D.W. Griffith's 1915 pro-KKK film, Birth of a Nation. I got to skip through here. 1871, the KKK's first grand wizard told a crowd. What did I just say? I'm going to say that again. In 1871, the KKK's first grand wizard told the crowd, quote, ladies were ravaged by some of these Negroes who were tried and put in the penitentiary, but were turned out in a few days afterward. Now, the WKKK wanted to, quote, stand alongside our men and help with protecting instead of being patted on the head and told not to worry. That's that white woman. Y'all play too much. The WKKK, who the WKKK, y'all? That's the white woman's branch. They were an autonomous branch. They recruited, it says, genteel, female, native-born citizens older than 18, so long as they were not Catholic, socialist, or communist. They needed to be a resident in the Klan jurisdiction for 6 months and endorsed by at least 2 Klan's women. Blee explains that contrary to the stereotype of right-wing extremists, members of the WKKK were not socially marginal from the downwardly mobile sectors of society on racial, ethnic, and religious minorities. In fact, many came from stable, middle-class communities. Y'all know how nowadays white supremacists like to tell you that it's the poor, broke white person that don't have nothing to live for, and they think that somebody black or or somebody that's brown or red or yellow trying to steal from them. No, baby. It's the middle class, the well-to-do that was some of the most effective members. Watch this. Like their male counterparts, the WKKK made a fetish of cultish flamboyance and ritual. See, only women do good at rituals like that. They refer to themselves as the Invisible Empire. That was a white woman that came up with the language for that. And had a language all their own. The world outside of Klan activities was the, quote, alien world. Days of the week were not Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, etc. Watch this. Watch this. They were, quote, desperate, dreadful, desolate, doleful, dismal, deadly, and dark. See, that white woman comes in to level up that white supremacy. She refines it. God, today, she makes it more effective to get behind enemy lines. Thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. By the way, don't forget to sign up for my mastermind at clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. For those of you that haven't, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, that you subscribe, and hit receive all notifications. I'm almost done. Listen. It says they were similarly melodramatic codes for months of the year, and they reorganized historical time to relate the American Revolution and the Klan's birth. See, the women did all that. They made a whole new calendar and holidays. Something to celebrate. Oppression is something to celebrate. Murder and death is something to celebrate. Rape and sodomy is something to celebrate. Watch this. Watch this. This is some of the most dangerous parts. Watch this, y'all. Can y'all connect the dots with modern day? As the 1920s came to a close, the racism and violence of both the KKK and the WKK became harder to conceal. As one WKKK leader admitted in the New York Times, the actual working out of the ideals has not been so good. By the end of the decade, the organization had dispersed, though no doubt the women continued to channel their xenophobic, in other words, their racist ideologies into other forms of civic engagement. Y'all ready for this? Such as the PTAs, school boards, and local and national politics. With love, thank you for your gift. With love says, I could listen to you all day. Thank you, beloved. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. As Blee noted, quote, the political lesson of Klan history for those working toward a more just and egalitarian society is the ease. God, that's a powerful word. Is the ease. Put that word in the chat because I don't want y'all skipping past this. This is why I want you always to be alert. It's the ease. It's the ease. It's the ease. It's the ease with which racism and intolerance appealed to ordinary people in ordinary places. When their racism got harder to conceal because of their white supremacist violence, they channeled their racism, y'all, into other forms of civic engagement, such as the PTAs, school boards, and the local and national politics. I always got to give y'all the heads up in this anti-Black war. Dear family, I love you to pieces. I hope you keep this in mind as you're paying attention to the Supreme Court fight. You're understanding that the fall of America is happening more and more and more and more. As Mr. Louis Farrakhan, I heard him say, the unraveling of America. It's happening. That's why it's important for you to build. Go to flynubianbusiness.com so you can start your own business. Go to flynubianmoney.com to learn about money. That's why it's important for you to support Black businesses, teach your own children, and start to make your own neighborhood safe and decent places to live. It's time. Past time. That white man, Bill Burr, wasn't lying. He the one called them white women bees. But he wasn't lying about their historical role to the success of white supremacy. Don't be thrown because she is parading around in her toxic brand of white supremacy and you get confused. Slowness. You go nose blind to the smelling outside. Slowness. I love y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Would you follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard and Twitter at Dillard Vicky. Make sure that you watch the entire show. If you came in late, make sure that you watch the entire show, family. This is so important. Don't forget that I'm here on FlyNewBigQueenTV.com live. I know some of you say, well, Vicky, I see you all over the place. Yes, our show is often re-aired on other platforms, but I go live weekdays here on FlyNewBigQueenTV.com. So if you want to catch me live, it's predictable the times that you see me here on FlyNewBigQueenTV.com, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes I may go early this week, so stay tuned, because I've got another scheduling thing that I'm going to be doing. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. Love you. Mwah.